Hey everyone, welcome back to SHP Case Studies. I'm Ryan Paris. I'm the CEO of Superhuman Prospecting. We've been doing quite a few case studies over the last couple months, and we will continue to be releasing case studies of campaigns that we have successfully completed and generated leads and appointments for over the last few years. And I think it's a great project because there's probably uh, 1,000 different combinations or more of the different products offered to different targets that we're marketing. And I think it's important that we uh, cover these because every single company that comes through here has something unique about them, just like a little snowflake. Everyone's different. And so I think it's important that we notice those things and then look at the trends throughout. Because when you're doing cold calling for all different types of businesses, it's actually a good thing when there's something unique because that means that the market maybe hasn't quite heard about it. Maybe there's something new or there's some type of benefit or feature or accolade that really would spark the the person, the prospect in their mind to think that this could help them. And so that's what I love doing about these to see what was it that was different. What did we find that was successful, and then maybe you can use that for your business, or we can do this for you if you feel so relevant, if it's relevant to you. So today we are going to be talking about a business in the business support services space that reaches out to medium-sized businesses in their area to provide creative services and interactive uh, uh, team games to increase the positive experience of the team members, and so that customers feel like they're working with folks who are happy. And I thought this was really interesting because there isn't really a direct offering to their customers. It's really a team building exercise that kind of helps with team chemistry and getting folks on the same page, rowing in the same direction. So I thought that was cool. It's kind of a organizational leadership type of service, consulting service. So this was one that had just a pilot campaign of two different campaigns we ran. They wanted to see how it worked, and then run it in house if possible. And so we did two campaigns, and it was overall very good. We had a 1.1% appointment setting rate and a 5.72% lead setting rate. And so the leads are those collection of different interested prospects at different levels. So we have an appointment, which is a meeting, specific date and time. We have a nurture, which is someone who's open to more information but no explicit permission to follow up call, and then a warm lead, which is somebody who is open to a follow up call. So let's jump in and see what happened on this one and how we got an average of a 1.18. So again, this company offers a creative experience with their internal team that helps kind of promote team thinking and cohesiveness, which then in turn can help to give customers who come in a better experience because people are working together, they're happier, and uh, very interesting angle. And so it's something that we had never done before. And the idea was to set up a face-to-face meeting to discuss a demonstration and to discuss maybe an introductory or pilot project with them. So we were reaching mid-sized companies, those with 50 to 100. I think that was an important number because I don't think small businesses would be a good fit. They might not have a budget for this kind of thing. But when you're working at a corporation, things can get dry. Things can get, they can get a bit stiff. And if you don't have, some team engagement, then you can kind of lose that cohesiveness and maybe lose employees, and retention increases, things of that nature. So let's go down to the scripts. What is it that got us 1.18% on such an interesting campaign, an interesting project? So this was a consultative conversation. Consultative conversation script is one that is typically meant for calls where the prospect is behind a desk. We also have a no bull script, which is one where it's shorter for people who are on the move or in saturated markets, and a survey script to provide and really work on exclusivity. So let's talk about this one. Hi, my name is Ryan with Blank Company. We enhance performance and profits through creative and fun team building activities. Does your company do retreats or bring inside outside firms like this for team building? I love that. Very simple, very to the point, gets them in a conversation. That's the whole goal, is to get them talking, but doing it in a way that balances their answers so that we know how to keep control of the conversation as it goes. If yes, that's great to hear. You see the value in building team morale. Are you is your team doing building activities generally around competition? Let me read that one again. If yes, they are. It's great to hear you see the value in building team morale. Is your team building activities generally based around competition? If they say no, that's awesome. What activities do you generally do? Okay, so getting them in that conversation and having the ability to go back and forth to create that rapport and that trust. So once we've gone through that, we can then jump to the calling prop, which essentially is their pitch about what they do and how it can help them. And I like that we have conversation before so that we can really focus on this part. So the way it works is they have these painting versus tug of war games that, um, excuse me, their approach is team building activities aren't based on competition. Sorry, it's been a while since I've done this one. Rather, they have a team experience focused on teamwork through painting. They do paintings versus tug of war because tug of war and that kind of thing pit departments against each other. And so this kind of brings people together regardless of what department and kind of have the benefits of the following, and they list them out. Creative thinking, identifying strengths and weaknesses, improving communication. And then once they've kind of laid that out and maybe had a moment to go back and forth, we offer the ability to come out and meet with you to discuss if this would be a good fit. I really like this one. I like how the value is listed in that calling prop and how specifically they help businesses to improve team building and cohesiveness. Overall, with this script and these two campaigns, we had a DM connect rate of 9.94. Our average is about 8.32 on a study of 300,000 calls, which is a bit above the average. Basically, about 1 every 10 calls we got to a decision maker. And then out of those, we had a 16% appointment setting rate on DM Connects. So that's about 1 in every, 6 or 7 calls or so we were able to get an appointment. Overall, we had a lead setting rate of about 5.72. So again, those leads are nurture warms appointments and an appointment setting rate of 1.81. So about 1 in every 50 to 75 calls, we were able to get an appointment. So there you have it. Over the 2 campaigns that we did, the original one, we had a market that wasn't the right market and a script that wasn't quite there. We had made some major tweaks to see a massive increase in the DM connect rate as well as in the appointment setting rate. So you can see just from these 2 campaigns the jump because we're learning so much early on. Now, again, this was originally an agreement to do two campaigns, 2 months, and they just wanted to test it out with us. So you can see how much learning goes on in the early phases. We use the 4 pillars of cold call success as a way to guide our decision making on how to make changes. Is it something that's in the product that we need to draw out that's different? Is it something in the target market? Do we need to switch the targets or the folks that we're reaching out to? Is it the message and what we're getting across? Is it resonating? And lastly, is it the SDR fit? So are they the right people, to make those calls? So these are the things we need to consider, that you need to consider. If you have questions on this campaign in particular, if you have comments on it, please reach out. I'm more than happy to discuss with you or see if I can recommend the best step for your cold calling as you go about your journey in outbound. Thanks for stopping by and look forward to speaking with you soon. Are you a company that wants to grow their sales pipeline but don't know how to do it outside of cold email, inbound, and normal channels? Consider SHP. We provide cold call appointment setting and sales development services to generate leads and appointments outbound for your sales pipeline so you can have control over your sales destiny. Give us a call at the number provided or reach out to us in any way, and we're happy to chat with you about how we can cold call and generate leads so that you don't have to. Be excited to do the work for you and can't wait to hear from you.